Hi, this is Nick Marchi with KWJP 89.7 FM, your Miami County local radio station.
Hey, this is Paul with MCtv and MCtvLive.com. MCtv is partnering up with Nick and the KWJP family to give you the best in local media, news, and entertainment. You can find us at Suddenly Cable, Channel 22, The Deuce, or you might be saying, Paul, I don't have Suddenly. Where can I find you? And then I would say, well, go to MCtvLive.com. That's www.mctvlive.com for the new social network for individual counties. Like I said, www.mctvlive.com, where you can get everything and more that MCtv has to offer. Now to recap, you have Nick, KWJP, Paul, MCtv, mctvlive.com, combining their forces, combining their powers to bring you the best media, entertainment, and news in the county. So remember, Channel 22, Suddenly, mctvlive.com, and the MCtv is the place to be. I'm out.
And that's right, we're back here in the studio as the MCtvLive.com guys are here doing a video of an interview about...
This is... Let me take over. Right? This is my interview.
It's my radio station.
Come on now. So this is Paul Michael Davis on the Business Showcase on MCtv doing our edition with KWJP and Nick Marchi. And I need to stop slamming things around. So back to...
He's not angry, folks, at all.
Okay, so we're back into the 80s.
Right. We're in the 80s.
Okay, you're at... you're working with Lynn Dawson and Don Fortune. Right. And then you're taking over 1080?
I took over the station 1380, which was KCWJ. Okay. Or not, sorry, that's later on. It's KCNW, which was Kansas City's News and Weather, and they changed that format, and with Christian, that's when I took over that station, and Radio Oz after that. Radio Oz sold their whole holdings at the time, and so the Catholic Radio Network bought the stations and everything, and they were dumping all the programming, so I was able to secure another frequency at 1030 in Blue Springs, and I moved all that programming over to that station, and that was over $250,000 worth of billing. We just moved from one station to another because they didn't want it. They didn't even ask money for it. So some of them wanted money, and some of them said, some people think, well, you got to pay for that. And I said, well, you guys don't want it, you're not going to use it. So I was able to do that, and that station became very successful. KCWJ. Yeah. So now I own part of that, so I sold it out and got out of radio since 2002. I was out of radio until I opened up this one in 2011.
So you're with that one, and you closed it down and you sold it.
I sold my interest in it.
Okay. So then you got to this now. Was all that before? And this, the KWJP, 89.7, the Eagle, is basically, it's a nonprofit. Yes. Organization or nonprofit company.
Yeah, it's a 501c3.
And had you ran a 501c3 before this?
Never.
So it's your first time.
This is all brand new.
Wow.
It's a whole new deal.
So getting back into the game, doing that. Wow.
Yes, and so it's a little different because there are limitations to what we can actually say on the air, and we can't make a call to respond for a product. We can talk all about it, and we can tell them where they can get it. We can give that information. We can't write specials or anything like that. It's very limited. It's almost like we've lost our freedom of speech, No. But the FCC says nope. If you're going to be a nonprofit, you got to obey these rules. So you do, and so one thing that we have not done in this since we've been on the air is we've never had a fundraiser. Wow. A lot of stations that are in this frequency.
I was just thinking about that yesterday. I was listening to another fairly big Christian radio station.
88.5, even K-Love, all those, they all have fundraisers.
It's like every other day.
Yeah. But we've not had one. We've tried to stay away from doing that because there are a lot of fundraisers in this area, and we want to honor those. We want to make sure those people get taken care of. So we've tried to go the route of people supporting us through promoting events and things like that. So if you got an event and you want to promote it, we just take donations. That's we can't even We can't even say this is the price. All we can say is suggested donation.
The address, the place.
Right, the place, the product, and things like that. Or underwritten by
underwriters. That's where I was getting to use. I mean, sponsorship. Right. You can sponsor the radio station. Sure. Underwriters.
Sure, you can sponsor a segment. If you want. Say, well, I don't like the music you play. Then, well, do you like something? Buy an hour.
Yeah.
Or not buy an hour, but support an hour. Mm-hmm. And that's the way KKFI does it. I mean, they've got everything you can think of on that station, and so we don't want to particularly do that, but we do want to be sure that we're doing what the community likes and what they want. And that's why we're so heavy into high school sports and covering those activities and some of the local activities and being at remotes and things like that.
Well, now on the business showcase, Nick, we try to get into, why the company started, why it began. Obviously we got your background, we got your background, your past. You have tons of experience in radio. Why here? Why now? Why Paola? Why Miami County for a Christian radio station?
God knows.
There you go.
I have always felt that once you get radio in your blood, you just can't get it out. Just like you get TV now in your blood.
It's not going nowhere. It's
not. It's there. Because you just get to meet so many different people. You get to be on the cutting edge of a lot of things. And so, fortunately, in radio, I've been on the cutting edge of a lot of technology because it's really changed since I've been here. Tremendously changed.
It's changed so much just in the last few years, last decade. Yeah. Wow.
We're doing things at this station that none of the other stations, most stations aren't even doing yet.
Wow.
And one of those is like when we go do a basketball or a football game or a baseball game, we don't have to have an engineer at the studio running things. We can actually run it from our location where we are.
That's great.
Technology and internet and everything like that has helped out a lot. It saves a ton of money because it was very expensive for radio stations to get lines.
Hire an engineer to
hire an engineer. You have to
buy the equipment.
Put a line in at the location. It costs you $100 just to run a 2-hour football game or a 3-hour football game. So.
Man, I have to say that real quick. Just for everybody, the viewers, the listeners. KWJP. Well, Nick himself has given me talking about knowledge and knowing about the new up and coming avenues to go for technology, whatever.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You've helped me out so much in so many ways. Clear back from the very first, before we even had it on TV, we were doing a radio show. The idea was to do an online or a TV, a talk radio show. And just from that moment there, just learning about the equipment here and helping that adapt or move and evolve into the TV. We're kind of working hand in hand. So
that's right.
I appreciate that.
And that's what's nice about the technology is that a person can make it work. There's so much of it out there. There are a lot of free programs that we can take advantage of that help us perform our duties even better and produce better quality content and commercial. They aren't commercials, but underwriting promotional announcements.
Well, watch your words, Nick. Watch your words. I can talk about commercials because
that's right.
I'm on TV. I can do that. But
I can on the internet
too. we can tell you about how great your business is, but Nick, but that's the great thing though, is that in such a small county. I don't want to say small because it's growing so fast. It's the little big county.
Right.
Just the technology and the way we advance. We've talked about this before on the radio and on TV about how many places can you go to a rural county like this and see a newspaper, radio, TV. That's amazing.
That's right.
And have an online TV plus a social network on MCTVlive.com. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I had to give a plug in.
But you're right. We're worldwide.
Yeah.
In the little small county of Miami County, it's a worldwide opportunity.
Yes.
Because just to share with you real quick, and I shared this probably with you earlier, that we had some exchange students that we interviewed from Germany and Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Well, their relatives were able to listen to that interview.
That's amazing.
In Spain and in Germany. Because of the internet, so that's cool.
We had a show. We actually had last fall. We did the football games, those sweating football games on TV, and they were playing a team from like Lane or something down south, and the team, one of the players, their father, was over in Germany for the military, and he got to see his son play football on MCtv. So that was amazing.
That is amazing.
And then, I mean, talking about we did a show with Mike Hersey at the Local 4 Kitchen at Casa Somerset. How you doing, Mike? And then we did the shows with, he had a guy that lives in an Italian chef, a master chef, come over, and people back there got to see the programming because it was on. Right.
So the technology, as you've mentioned, is just unbelievable, and it really has helped communications even better. And the TV and the radio is not going anywhere. It's still a strong asset to a community, especially when there are tragedies, or if not only just tragedies, but weather or something like that is causing people to go to shelter or have warnings and stuff like that. This radio station is a part of that. School closings. It's kind of nice to know your school closing a little quicker than sometimes it scrolls across the bottom of the screen on a TV and you've missed it and they go to a commercial or something like that. So communications are very important for Miami County or any
no matter where you are.
More so in a community like this than maybe in the city, because the city has so many. There's like 50 stations up there,
So many avenues to get the news out there, to get the local. I mean, and the way the radio station and the channel, the TV channel, is growing.
And you and I both agree there isn't one station in that city that cares about Miami County.
No.
I guarantee they care about your money.
Yeah,
but they could care less of what's going on in Miami County or whatever.
I'm sure when it comes down to it, and deep in their heart, they do care about it. But it's the fact that they don't care about it financially, fiscally. Then, I mean,
they'll come down and do their deal and take their money right back up.
And the fact that, I mean, if they come down here and just the money it takes to bring the crew down here and take care of stuff down here and then get it back up there, then that's too much work for them.
It's so important for us as a communicators in both radio, television, and including newspaper, is to promote the buy local concept, to support your local merchants, because they won't be here if you don't support them. I'm sorry, they're just not gonna. They can't. I mean, we already lost a real good one in Nutcracker.
Yeah.
They had to close down.
Yeah.
So
people knew about it, but they I guess you just got to be in their face all the time about.
You really do.
Yeah.
And that's why TV and radio and newspaper is good.
And I mean,
you get your face in there.
And that's the great thing about us, is that, I mean, we offer inexpensive forms of advertising that gets right there in front of their market.
Right.
I mean, that's and that's why you and I have partnered up with a package deal between us. You can get a cheaper cost for both of us.
Get some TV and some radio and stuff like that. That'll work.
We're going to take one more. Well, we might take two more breaks, but this next break we're going to come back and talk to Nick about some philosophical questions.
Philosophical
about love and about his childhood.
All
right. So we're back at Paul Michael Davis, MCtv, Business Showcase, coming at you.